Members of the House of Representatives must be at least finished with their bartending career. 25 years old. What if they've been arrested, married their sibling, and support terrorist organizations? As long as they're 25 years old.
Hear, hear.
Let's see. Senators and representatives shall receive perhaps immunity for sleeping with Chinese spies. Compensation is where I was going with that. But yes, indubitably. Modest compensation that will inexplicably be worth hundreds of millions of dollars by the end of their term, all while boarding their private motor carriages to lecture us about the elite class. Shall I just say privileged to insider trading? No, just put compensation. And then every bill they pass must be presented to the president for signing, or autopin signing. But of course, ideal for when your pardons are numerous and your checks to foreign nations are endless. Caveat, only if their leader is a former comedian who can play the piano with his wiener. However, a few small changes. Are you using graphite? No, I used ink. Just do a new page and call them amendments. And perhaps amendments. For certain, equality. First Amendment, freedom of speech. And in the case people do not care for said speech, then they shall be cancelled and their lives destroyed. I can practically smell the freedom emitting from the paper. Second, the right to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Precisely. Unless it appears frightening, then perhaps infringed. Most of the time. Electors from each state shall vote by ballot. Need voting rights be restricted to the living? But of course not. Who doesn't love a good late-night comeback story? Also permitted, miracle votes that appear in the wee hours of the morning. Shall anyone be denied the right to vote? No one shall be denied, especially based on race. And it's possible we might need a new amendment. Slavery shall no longer exist in the United States. In the United States. I think that's implied. But let's put it, we may still support it in China. My preferred kicks are made there. The blind eye we turn when it suits us. Exactly. How about sex? No, thank you. Not at the moment. We're on a roll. What? No. They cannot be denied the right to vote based on sex. Oh, yes. Speaking of getting screwed, shall I add Congress's right to collect income taxes as well? Why not? Tax them on the income, tax them on what they purchase, eternal taxes on their own property. We love taxes. The more the merrier. Perhaps a little Boston tea justice for my British ancestors. And contrary to the monarchy, to ensure the limitation of power, presidents shall hold office no more than 2 terms. 3, if they covertly call the shots for a marionette. How would one so doltish even come to office? Because we dropped the voting age to 18. We could go lower. Do we want the nation's leader decided by someone who eats laundry detergent? Therefore, the voting age for citizens of the United States... Wait, must they even be citizens? If we open our borders, pander to them with the illusion that we care for them, so long as they don't come to Martha's Vineyard, and then we let them vote, we could turn this nation into a forever one-sided socialist crap hole.
Hear, hear.